Let's get this stream started. Hello, everyone. Oh, Lawson Barker. How you going, mate? Let's get these questions happening. Got an hour to the game. Let's get a drink first. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day and stuff. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. Lawson Barker. What would you like to see in the NBL free agency this upcoming year? Do you want to? That's a good question. Let's try and narrow it down. Do you mean per team? What team do I think should pursue free agency more, or because there's heaps of teams? It's NBL is different to NBA. It's each team pretty much resets. So that's what makes off season so fun, actually, because it's really very rare. Jack jumpers. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard because they're actually playing really well at the moment, and it's unfortunate that it's taken this long for them to start clicking. What are they? 20 games in now, 9-11. Still 6 on the ladder. Yeah, it's a hard one. I think Tiger Campbell. I think he's good, but I think they can do better. No disrespect to him. I think he's a bit too inconsistent for what they want. I think someone like Ben Ayres be playing better than him, and he's just played half the amount of time, and he's just really taken over that starting role now, which is really cool. And yeah, David Johnson's been disappointing, purely because he's been injured. But yeah, let me just look at his stats now. But he just hasn't, lit the world on fire in any way. He's not a really great defensive guard. He's more of a scorer, but he's still averaging 11.1 points, but he's only played 12 games. Next season will be interesting because Scott Roth is one that's going to be on the everyone's lips in terms of, is he going to re-sign or is he going to do another season? So if he doesn't go back to Jack Jumpers, which I don't think he will, I think this will be his last. It changes the whole team structure because look at Josh King, how different they are compared to the start of last season. And we'll get into that. We've got an hour until the game starts. So yeah, for recruitment wise, I'd like to see a backup big because the fact that Will Magna hasn't been injured yet is really good. Although he's probably playing a bit below his peak or what he can do. So I'd probably like to see a backup big that can do more of a rotation because Archie Woodhill is just not it. He's too young, too raw. Plenty of time to develop, but he's just not a good enough big. So yeah, there's plenty of time, plenty of things for the Tasmania, but the season's not done. They're still in it. They'll make top 6, I think, and make a run for it. Let's go. We'll go with the first news. So Hunter Maldonado, obviously just being signed with Brisbane Bullets, pretty big. I think everyone kind of not expected it, but they're fingers crossed that he would return to the league, so he would find a home. And Brisbane was obviously the destination because of Dakota Matthews, or Matthias, if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Had that shoulder injury. He's out for pretty much the season. So I think that's a really good thing for Brisbane. I think they benefit from this. Those who have just joined, ask a question. Let's just chat shit until the game's at 7:30. But yeah, I think Hunter's going to do great with Brisbane. They're actually in the last fortnight, they've actually trimmed a lot of fat and low-key looking the second half of the season is going to be quite positive. Now, I can say that now, but let's see what happens at the end of the season. But, they're only 3 games off 6 with 13 games remaining. It's possible. Javon Freeman Liberty's now being freed up a bit with Hunter taking over. Hunter was one of the best guys prior to him departing Phoenix for his turnovers. He's not a star. He's not a crap player. He's not a star player. He's a solid point guard import. So, and that's what Brisbane need. Dakota was a really good 3-point shooter on a team that wasn't very good at threes. So yeah, I think it benefits both parties. I think it's really good. Sam got rid of him because they just wanted to fill the plug with Ian Clark, which is more suitable for them. So every team benefits from this. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. Going to get more game time, going to get more playmaking role. And under Darryl, it'll be actually quite interesting to see how good Brisbane do. Because I know, like, there was, speaking to his agent, Hunter's agent, he was a bit, just a little bit annoyed of how things like Phoenix and stuff handled it, but like two sides to every story. But it just tells me that I think he was caught. He was a bit blindsided by it. So let's go talk about Hunter, which I really think is a really good move. If you think it's a crap move, just let me know. Hey Anthony, how are you, mate? Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day, and all that. Thanks, mate. I'm not a legend. The NBL community is. They listen to my crap, so they're the ones who deserve that legend status. Let's have a look. I watched this game last night. Yeah, not good. Not good. I thought for a Christmas Day match, the Hawks would get up. Probably not. It's my mum's 70th on that same weekend. Smart ass. It's my mum's 70th that weekend, so I think I'll be celebrating with the family for that one because it's going to be a big shindig. So unfortunately not, mate. Yes, I am coming next year. I got a couple of friends in the New Zealand NBL who want to host me around and in Wellington. So I'm going to go over there and watch some games with Wellington Saints. And so Taylor, I'll obviously try and come and have a beer with you, come see you. So I don't know if you've watched the game last night, give us your comments of like what you thought the Hawks were like, because well, let's just firstly go to this guy, Sam Froling. I thought he was great for a guy that hasn't played in 10 months, and I really thought he wouldn't play more than 15 minutes, just body conditioning. He looked unreal, double. Looked really good, really fit. Big props to the medical team and the physios and stuff for like getting him back in shape. But back to this guy, not it. It's really concerning now. Just the body language, and like even QJ Peterson a bit last night had a bit of bad body language. They looked awful on the fast breaks, the back getting back on D, not quick enough, so slow. It brings me like, I saw a play with QJ Peterson and JaVale, like did not get back quick enough, and that led to a Kawhi 3, and there was no timeouts, and Tatum didn't pull anyone. I feel like if that was another coach, like let's just say Josh King, who we know is a very, charismatic coach on the sideline, he would have been instant timeout. They would have been benched, and they would have seen the rest of that quarter. So I'm not sure what's going on there. The Hawks are in big trouble. Anthony, do you go to any? Yeah, I do. I live in Melbourne, so if you're at East Melbourne, like I live near the city, but I do venture out to a lot of East Melbourne games, like at State Centre and that. So I'll watch a lot of Knox Raiders games and try and go as many games as I can, really. Melbourne Tiger games, Sandringham Sabres and stuff like that. So if you're ever out there, come say hi. What's going on with Harry Froling? Just not required at the moment. Just they've got Sam back. There's all internal stuff. So you don't know what it is. He might have been crap at training and stuff. Like there's always in it small little things that might result into him not getting any game time. But it could be on to Tatum's bad side. Who knows? But he's down the bottom of the ranks now, and they just don't require him. Maybe they want to play at a pace that he can't. Meet those demands. So it could be a million things. I think he's good enough. So we'll see. He'll be back in the NBL 1 this season, which is good. Kelly Dellavedova. How are you, mate? Yeah, it's a good question. If you look back to what the previous games, I think it was just people not finding their role. The Daly Davis combo was a bit confusing at the start because obviously we didn't know who was being the main ball distributor and who was going to take the lead role and scorer, and if there was going to be a constant rotation between those two. And Xavier Cooks as well. Like he was a really big one that like was probably the plug preventing, that flow, what we're seeing now. And I feel like he, in the last couple of games, has just become like a really, really, just back to his MVP self, really. He was cooking JaVale last night. He was getting past him so quickly. And so, last 3 games, he's had 27 points, 14 points, 21 points. They've won 5 in a row, but I think with Daly, they've won when he's been on the court. Yeah, Daly hasn't lost a game since October 26th, so he's on 8 in a row. And the intensity's picked up. Everyone's finally found their role. They know what they're doing. Bull Qualls not being like a psycho anymore. He's actually locking in defensively and not, getting a bit heated, which is good. So, hey man, have you done your thoughts on tonight's game yet? I think Tasmania. New Zealand are coming off losses against Cairns and Brisbane, who are right now the 2 of the worst teams in the league. Tasmania are playing good enough basketball to warrant, I probably see them. I see New Zealand, neck and neck for a little bit, and by midway through the third, it will just be Tasmania coming over the top, and they'll win by 7 or 8 points. But that's just my prediction. Don't take that as gospel. So yeah, we were just talking about this before, Anthony. So with Hunter, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a great move. He's I think he was a good enough player that would stay in the league. I think it raised a few eyebrows when Phoenix let him go, but they obviously had a different blueprint in mind to bring. You can't say no to a player like Ian Clark. Brisbane have nothing to lose. He's a cheap import. They needed a point guard role. He's a bigger guard. He's like, I don't want to compare him, but he's like a bit of a Timu Trakel in that aspect, just his size and a bit of an all-rounder. But I think Brisbane are going to benefit a lot from it. It's just, Dakota Matthias, sucks for him. Probably won't see him in the league for the rest of the season, if ever again. We'll see. And then for Hunter, that's really good for him because I did speak to his agent who was telling me that he had offers overseas. So the fact that he's coming back to Australia, staying in Australia, makes me think that he might want to see a bit of a long-term future here, which is pretty good. But yeah, so we'll look at tonight's game. So obviously we've got New Zealand and Tasmania Jack Jumpers. So let's go find out the last time they played. Tasmania are playing pretty good basketball, although if they lose tonight, they'll set a new record for the most home losses in their franchise history. Very small sample size because they haven't been around for a long time, but yeah, I think they get up. So yeah, so New Zealand won last game, 99-86, and that was when Isaiah Brockington had 22 points, PJC 16 and 12. But I think since then they've been playing a bit of a different brand of basketball. I love Tiger Campbell coming off the bench. I think that's really good. I think they should start Ben Air for the rest of the season. Josh Bannon's doing Josh Bannon things. He's having an unreal season. What's tonight's game? 26. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, right. So this kicks off round 14. Okay. Forgot about that. I think got Brisbane against Melbourne tomorrow night, which would be a big match. I don't think it'd be interesting if Hunter got up for that. Yeah, so with Tasmania, let's just go to Tasmania first. But yeah, Tasmania, New Zealand, put in your predictions who you think is going to win. Because I just think they're just playing too good a basketball at the moment. And what they did to Melbourne United was just like, yeah, that's crazy. They looked like a completely different team out there. Let us get this image up. Apologies. Yeah, and Scott Ross seems like he's finally got his team just clicking. Although I want to see like Bryce Hamilton's like just one of the best imports. Somehow, again, we'll raise it every time Bryce Hamilton has a good game. Just ask why he wasn't in Derek Rucker's top 15. Because although he hasn't been like an amazing like 25 points a game import, he's been the most consistent. But yeah, David Johnson, I want to see him start clicking more. Totally forgot. I was looking at this the other day. I'm like, totally forgot that it feels like it was 2 seasons ago when TJ Starks was playing for this team, which I'm yet to see him actually sign with any Chinese team, which is one of the reasons why. Kelly Dill, I'm Japanese. Do you think about the B League? Racing a lot of NBL has. Yes, I do. So Japanese, the B League is my second favorite league. If you go to, I don't know, you can go to Fox Sports YouTube channel or go to my Twitter or Instagram. You can see me have some interviews with some current former NBL players who play in Japan at the moment. So like Alan Williams, who plays for, oh my God, who's he played for? I have completely brain faded that one. But I spoke to Tanner Groves, who plays for Saga Ballooners. And then there's like Trey Cal plays for Toyama Grousers with Brock Modem. And then Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, for Alan Williams. But there's a ton. B League's getting massive. It's becoming one of the fastest growing basketball leagues in the world. And then next season when they bring in B League, the new one, B League Premier, that's just going to be unreal. So watch out for that. But yeah, B League's great. And they've made it really difficult this season to actually watch games, which sucks. They used to be on YouTube, but I don't know why they don't want people watching it internationally. Anthony Wentry, yeah, he's had a lower back issue for ages. I'm not sure when he's back. He's quite open to communication on socials and stuff. So you're more than welcome to hit him up a DM and stuff and ask him. But yeah, he's another one. People forget. Like he's a really core part of that group. He's a championship winning player. Bit of the grit and grind. Do you think Tasmania will re-sign Sean Mack and Mags, or do you think they should? I don't know. This is all subjective, but it depends. Like if Scott Roth leaves, are they going to go down a different route and not become that whole defensive-minded team that they usually are? So Magnay's only 27. He hasn't even entered his prime, and he's looking healthy. But like I mentioned earlier, he's probably playing a bit down below his ceiling at the moment. But with S-Mac, yeah, I think give him another chance. I think it's unfair on him. He had a season-ending injury for an exhibition match against an American college team. Like, it's just stupid. It's like it's unnecessary. He's a good enough player. He's earned the right to have a little bit of a get out of jail free card there. So I'd re-sign him. He's a good enough player. Magnay, like, it depends on the price. Like every player has their price and their ceiling and stuff. So I'd go yes with Mac and probably like a 50-50 on Magnay. So you used to be able to watch him on YouTube and stuff. So now you got to watch him through like paid subscriptions. I'm not sure why they got rid of it. Every international player overseas can watch NBL live. That's how all the imports, like Antonius Cleveland, Jordan Crawford, they all watch NBL on YouTube over there for free. So I don't know why we can't get that for other countries, which would be really good. Eads, hey, didn't miss a stream. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. Sydney versus Illawarra, it was great live. I had a great Christmas, mate. I hope everyone else had a really good Christmas too. It was from a person sitting on the couch watching it. It was pretty boring in the second half because the game was over. But the atmosphere looked pretty good. It looked like a packed house as well, which is really good. It's just Illawarra are just putting up one of the worst title defenses of all time. So I've had two questions here. So do you think Scott Roth will show up after the season? So he's contracted. It's even before this season, there was always people talking, like even NBL media were talking about how he wanted to finish up for this season. So the fact that he's back, he might see out his contract. He doesn't give me the type of vibe of a guy who would, cut ties early. So, but he holds his cards close to his chest in that aspect. So to replace him, I don't know. I really have no idea who would want. I mean, everyone. It's a good gig. You choose it over Cairns. Like if Adam Ford got released from his head coaching job. So I'll have to look to do some more research. There's plenty of good coaches out there. Paul Henare, I know after this season with Nagasaki wants to come back to the NBL. So you never know. He might do it. I like Adam Ford to replace Roth. Great fit. Yeah, I don't rate Adam Ford, but that's just me. My word is not, gospel. I think he has a good ability to squeeze a lot out of a little. But outside of that, I don't think he's a great leader or a good culture guy. I think he uses I don't know. I'm trying to say this without being insulting to him, but I don't know. He just tries to use a bit of toughness to players when it's not warranted, and probably needs to take a bit more ownership, because I feel like a lot of press conferences he kind of always throws his players under the bus when he has a good roster now. I think they're talented enough roster. They should be getting wins, not getting blown out. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Interesting one. Troy Brown Jr. I say this all the time. I think that you should always give imports at least 8 weeks, probably a month and a half to settle in. So he's reaching that point now. His first game was November 16th. So I probably want to see a big January from him. He's coming off 2 games with just 2 points. So, but his minutes are really sporadic. You have 34, here 14 and 17. And he only had 2 field goal attempts. He's had 4 field goal attempts in his last 2 games, not a lot. And then he's too good of a player. I think on any other team, he'd be killing it. It's just the role is not. I don't know what the role is, what they want from him. And he does seem a bit hesitant and a bit conservative on his plays. But that's Mike Wells' job to get the best out of him, so I'm sure they'll figure that out. They're top of the ladder, so it's not a big issue. The fact that they're still top of the ladder winning and they've got an import like Troy Brown Jr. not firing yet is quite concerning for the rest of the league. So just imagine when he starts popping off. If you could pick any team that Jack McVeigh would excel at, where would it be? Cairns is right now, he's dominating. If you mean excel personally, it's Cairns. He's putting up his career best numbers. But if you to lead a team to victory, I'm not sure. I think Cairns right now is the best for him for a personal resume. It's good for him. But if you want to put him on a winning team, my God, where would we put him? I wouldn't mind him on Sydney Kings, but then I'm I don't think his pace could keep up, so we need a bit of a slower team. So maybe Breakers are pretty fast as well. United, I could see him on United, but he's just not a really great defensive player. He's stronger than he looks, though. I saw him being posted up the other day. I forgot who it was against. I think it was Zion Cheatham, and he was holding his own. So he's sneaky strong. Favorite player in the league and player you dislike the most? Wow. Favorite player would probably be. I'm just looking at the list. I think I like Tyrell Harrison. I'm old school, so I grew up with the mid thousands, early thousands NBA. I haven't watched NBA since 2018 because I think that's when it died personally. And my favorite player, all-time player, is Manu Ginobili. I love it. I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan. I've been following Manu since 2003, but obviously retired. But the modern day NBA is not for me. I think it's just not a good product anymore. But so I grew up with old school players and I gravitate towards like power forward centers, like old school, like Zach Randolph, Greg Oden, like Amari Stoudemire and players like that. So that's why I like players like Tyrell Harrison, a bit of Sam Meninga because I like that 4, where he's not a 5, but he's a smaller 4. But like Terry Taylor, I'm really growing on Terry Taylor because I like the way he plays because he's like a small power forward. So any power forward or center, I love. Like Josh Bannon, I love that type of like just crash the boards, like back to the basket, that type of play. So he would be my favorite. I'm gonna go with Tyrell Harrison, one of my favorite players. Dislike the most, if you asked me a year ago, it would be Nathan Sobey. But the more I get into like the NBL world and stuff through my work, he's actually a really nice guy. So I'll wear egg on my face for that because he's probably the perfect person where you just don't judge a book by its cover. But most hated. Hate's a strong word, so let's just go most disliked. Probably, you could say Ben Air just because I love him on my team, but I hate to play against him. I'm going to have to think about that one because it just depends on the game, really. Some players are just absolute morons. New Zealand, let's get some New Zealand Breakers photos up. All right, just getting a photo up. 1 sec. Next question. If NBL allows trade in the season, do you have any good trade scenarios? I did this like a month and a half ago and I got absolutely roasted for it when I suggested Dellavedova, Zylan Cheatham. And then I look back and I'll be like, that was not good. You idiot. But it was just an example of what could be. I don't think there's enough teams or players or imports to warrant it yet. I think if it does get implemented, it should be locals only first. Because I think locals, the bench unit for local players can really tip the scales on teams. So like imagine you have like someone like Ben Air from Tasmania who's like played really well from Tasmania and his stocks have increased because of the way he's been playing with Tasmania. He's reminded everyone he's a bit of a dog and he's that spark off the bench. And he goes to a team like who needs it. Like let's just go Melbourne United who kind of play that similar defensive style and they trade, I don't know, who would they trade? Who's worthy of a Ben Air from Melbourne? Now this is just hypothetically, like Kyle Bowen, like they switch it up a bit. Kyle Bowen, a bit of a small forward, power forward player, which kind of Tasmania need because they're not very tall outside of Magnay, and then I prefer a player like Kyle Bowen coming off the bench than like Archie Woodhill because he's a bit too raw at the moment. So that's the type of trade you could do. But right now, I just don't think there's enough teams or players to do it. But if they did do it, it'd just be locals only for now, and like one trade per team in a season or something like that. I love Bryce Hamilton, but would you agree he really struggles on pick and rolls, late to pass, not a great connect? Yeah, I would. He does really good ball handling skills, but sometimes I feel like he's just sitting there doing his little ball handlings through the legs and stuff, and the defense is just standing there watching. But he's not a pure point guard. He's literally the definition of like a shooting guard wing type player. So that's just Tasmania's issue with not having a pure point guard. Like even Tiger Campbell, he's a guard. He's not the purest of guards, but I do agree. He'll get there. Scott Roth knows what he's doing. He's been a really good player. I'm really glad he's met expectations so far. Hey, Michael, how are you, mate? Do not stress. We got another half an hour until the game starts. Are you happy with 3 imports or should we get more or less? 3, leave it. So if you look at other leagues, like even like China, their rules are brutal. I think they're changing now though, but like they have rules where you can only have 1 import on the court at the one time in the first 3 quarters or something, and then in the 4th quarter you can have like 2. Correct me if I'm wrong if you know the rules, but like when there's 2 minutes left, you can only have 1. It's really weird. I think 3 is perfect. I don't think you need any more than that. or less. I don't want to see 2, but like for example, when Perth were looking for a stretch, a centre marquee player, there was nothing out there. Like they had to pay overs for JLA because there was literally no one else available. They missed out on Yanni Wetzel, and so they had to pay overs. So like that's just, there's not a lot of local bigs out there in Australia worthy of a marquee status. So imagine if they had to like only have 2 imports and they had to look for an extra marquee player outside of him. Yeah. Given the context of the Bullets season, I think it does. I think they sneakily still have a chance to make top 6, and I think that should be their aspirations. I don't think they should go for anything less. The Stu Lash was the biggest waste of time, waste of players' time, fans' money, and just all around just disaster because he knew someone. Because it's just nepotism and it's just like corporate greed, like not to be all like that, corporate politics stuff, but it's just like internal. Like you don't scout the world for a coach to end up hiring the guy who's doing the scouting. Like it's just stupid. So and it's just wasted everyone's time. So the Hunter coming in, I think, is a great shout. Dakota's not coming back; he's injured with that shoulder injury. It's good for Hunter. He can showcase his abilities and might put him on the map for next season for a team to pick him up. And they might be like he might unlock a new tier in this team. I don't know. Imagine that he's going to free up Javon Freeman Liberty a bit. Terry Taylor's playing pretty well now after a rough start. So, yeah, I don't mind it. Do you think a third team in Queensland is too many? Where would you expand the league? Yeah, good question. I think everyone's kind of saying like obviously the Queensland, but then Canberra as well. I wouldn't mind seeing a Canberra team. It's just pretty like boring up over there. So I wouldn't wouldn't mind seeing a second New Zealand team one day, but I feel bad for Breakers sometimes. I feel like they get forgotten in the league, but I personally like watching them. I think they're one of the most entertaining teams. But yeah, I'm like you asked the question. So what do you reckon? Where's the place you'd like to see? Even Perth, like that Western Australia side, they're mad for basketball, so might as well expand on it. With the expansion, do you think that changes the situation to up to 4 imports? No, you should always give it 3. Even if there was like, I just can't imagine if you had like 12 teams and then you moved up to 4 imports. It's just, I really worry for the future of imports with other leagues performing. So yeah, like Japan is just like starting to like take all our imports. Like if you look at the list of imports from last season who are already in Japan right now, they earn elite coin. Like people forget how good the coin is. Like Gordrock Gak, who just left Phoenix, he'd be on, I don't know, he'd probably be on like 110,000 with the Phoenix for the season, and he'd go to China and play this season. He'd probably make about 500 grand. So it's just it's money that cannot be compared. So that's why I worry with like you wanted to go to 4 imports. It's just like I don't think the league, some teams can't even afford the 4 imports. But just checking. Let's just going to check these starting lineups because I'll be out soon. Gold Coast response to the NBL teams have been trash. Let's see what the crowd is for the Unite Cup. Yeah, I actually want to go to the Unite Cup. I want to try and get up there. I forget that it's even a thing. I think the league has pushed it hard, but I just don't think the Wednesday nights are working. I think they'd just be better just to include in the Friday night games rather than adding I think you should still add extra games, but like make it like a Friday night thing instead of a Wednesday night. Just because midweek games, it's just a lot of people doesn't have a lot of eyes on it. But that being said, once the final comes and it is a finals match where 2 teams are clashing to fight for $400,000, it's going to be hectic. I think it'll be an awesome watch. I'm in Perth, so I'd like another team here. Always has strong supporter base for the Cats. Yeah, so like I've never been to Western Australia. I've never been to Perth, but they look crazy mad over there. My co-worker Josh Higgins, he's from Perth. He's nuts for it. And they're big. They got enough fans and stuff that I reckon if they did another team, you'd find a lot of Perth fans gravitating towards a new team, which is good competition. It makes Forces Perth Wildcats, improve on some things. Yeah, so Hiram Harris plays for Hokkaido in the B3 league. So the B3 is obviously the 3 tiers below B1. He's doing well. I think he just played the other day. I keep track of all these players, but it's just an experience for him. Sorry, he doesn't play for Hokkaido. Kanazawa, got that mixed up. Kanazawa Samurais. He's doing well. Like, he's enjoying it. It's a good experience. Like, who doesn't want to get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars? He'd be on a little bit more, easily more than what he was getting at Perth, and live in Japan. Like, this is the one thing Australia has over other leagues from speaking to the imports. Like, in the last month and a half, I've spoken to Alan Williams, Jordan Crawford, Antonius Cleveland, Tanner Groves, and James Bateman and Keandre Cook, all former imports. They all say one thing, they all share the same sentiment about Australia, is the lifestyle. No other country can beat that. It's just that we cannot compare with their money right now. So until we can reach that point, we're not going to be able to like retain imports. We'll be able to get a lot of imports over. But look at Zion Cheatham. He's a poster boy for it now. He had NBA aspirations, and then he's decided, no, I'm going to stay in Adelaide because he loves the lifestyle so much. But yeah, so Michael, I like the TV coverage. Yeah, I like the coverage. I think the style of like they got the commentators feeding back to the like Peter Hooley and stuff on the couch and stuff. I think that's good banter. I think that's really cool. I just don't think it's on a lot of people's bucket lists for a Wednesday night midweek. A lot of families as well. But like for someone like me, I've just got me and my partner, our dogs, so like we don't have a family and stuff. So I can just sit down and watch the games. But like for families, it's hard to get out to those games on a Wednesday night. But yeah, I got apps and just my own website on my pleb website. I keep track of all the players and everything. You can see the links on my Twitter page. Like I update it like once every 2 days. Just it has links to all the players. You can look at all the imports. You click their link and see their player profile of the current team they're playing in. I'm just a sicko for it. My brain is just wired like that. I need to know where these players are going and where they're currently playing. I would love to see Canberra. Yeah, get Canberra Cannons and stuff. That'd be sick. And Newcastle, South Island, New Zealand. Yeah, I agree, mate. I think South Island, New Zealand would be sick. So when's the final for the? I think it's 28th of January on the Gold Coast, which would be pretty cool. So it's just under a month, over a month, which would be really good. It will definitely be a really good match to watch, and it'll be New Zealand. New Zealand will be in the finals because I think they're leading the thing at the moment, and then they'll probably be the team that like fails to make six, but they win the Ignite and the Blitz. And Isaiah Brockington will probably win the MVP for that as well. Yeah, all right, go do it. It's the first of its kind. So starting lineups are out. So obviously there's no difference with New Zealand Breakers. You've got Karim Lopez, Barker Jackson Cartwright, Sam Meninga, Isaiah Brockington, and Rob Baker. Rob Baker's a player that's becoming really frustrating to watch for me personally. I think he does one thing right and two things wrong in every play. He does really silly fouls, so I'm hopefully to see a little bit of comeback from him. But he's looking like an import that might not go beyond this season. Tasmania Jack Jumpers we got, surprisingly, no Ben Ayre starting. Tiger Campbell gets his starting spot back. So Tiger Campbell, Josh Mannon, Will Magnay, Nick Marshall, and Bryce Hamilton. So pretty consistent. Tasmania probably one of the most consistent teams in terms of starting lineups. So put in your predictions in the comments, and I will see who wins that one. So I've got Jack Jumpers by 7 points. My State Bank Arena, they've been absolutely arsed there this season. But Tasmania, this is like bordering on like you must win now or the season's done. So yeah, well, he's a stretch big, and like he's not strong. Like for a guy that tall, it's dead weight. Like he'd be 110 kilos or something. But he's just he has no strength. He's get body too easily. He's got a good wingspan, however. But again, it's just one of those things where he's not an inside presence. He's got the wingspan to get some sneaky blocks every now and then. But outside of that, it's just can't really create his own play. And I feel like Pettery just like has his hands in his head. We'll get Pettery up now. So it's like an ongoing meme with Pettery. I don't know who does the NBL thumbnails for the New Zealand Breakers press conferences, but every time they lose, they always choose the most miserable photo of Pettery. So hopefully they get a win tonight and they don't do that again. Tassie by 12, like it. Young Vulcan says, you have to remember that the Breakers were going in to win this. Yeah, well, exactly right. New ownership who have been pretty quiet. Matt Walsh was like a pretty vocal owner. I'll give him that. But they've been very quiet. They acquired the wrong locals. They missed out on Finn Delaney. They got Ty Webster, but can you imagine they got Finn Delaney and Yanni Wetzel? It would have been so good. And then, rumors going around they're going to pay PJC $1 million next season. I'm like, can you afford PJC? Sam Meninga is going to be a free agent. And Sam Wardenberg, I guarantee he's not going to be a Cairns Taipans next season. I'd be giving him whatever he wanted. So it's the ownership has not been transparent at all to its fans. But that's them to sort out. They need to do it. They're the ones who put the team. Pettery should have lost his job after fever break. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So Judd Flavel is literally like breathing down his neck. It's no secret that he wants the job. And I think after this season, the new owners, that's their plan. They're going to get rid of Pettery and have Judd Flavel take over. So imports who you think won't come back or stay? So, let's have a look. I'm going to quickly, we've got 15 minutes till the match starts, so I'll quickly get the imports up and I'll reel them off real quickly. Contracts off season. So, Zylan Cheatham's staying. Nick Rakasevich, 50-50. I feel like he might stay. He might have a home in Adelaide if he wants. Troy Brown Jr., I don't think he'll stay. Javon Freeman-Liberty, no. Terry Taylor, yes. I think he's proving himself, and I think he likes Australia. Dakota, gone. Admiral Schofield, gone. Andrew Andrews, gone. JaVale McGee. I'll say this right now on live stream so you all can hear it. I don't think JaVale McGee will see out the end of the season. I think the more Illawarra lose, he's just going to jump ship and head back to Puerto Rico. I just don't think a winning player with 3 NBA championships just needs to stay around in Illawarra, earning a paycheck that he probably doesn't need. So he's gone. QJ Peterson, gone. I reckon he'll go back to China and just continue to earn heaps of big bucks there. Milton Doyle, obviously he'll stay. He'll become a local. Tyson Walker, I feel like he might end up in Europe. I feel like he's played good enough that he's put himself. This is his first professional team. I feel like he has done a good enough job for put himself on the radar in Europe. Jesse Edwards, here we go on. I reckon he'll go back. He's from Netherlands or Amsterdam originally. So I reckon he'll go back to Europe. He's never played there, so I don't think he's an NBA level player, unfortunately. But these days, like when I say that, it shouldn't be an insult. I don't think players need to set their goals to NBA. You can have a really good, lucrative career playing overseas. So all the best to him. Isaiah Brockington, gone. Rob Baker, gone. Christian Doolittle, obviously staying. Dylan Windler, not sure. David Duke Jr. That's an interesting one. I feel like he's really enjoying his time. So I'm going to go unsure on that one. John Brown, I reckon he'll sign another year. If Phoenix continue this, he clearly loves Australia. I reckon he'll sign another year. Wes, I think he'll be gone. I think he's just a one and done. Who else? Tim Suarez, yeah, maybe, not sure. Davis, depends. He's already kind of said that if he doesn't make the NBA, he's going to sign another year with the Sydney Kings. Tiger Campbell and David Johnson with Bryce Hamilton. I don't know. I think Bryce Hamilton goes back to Germany. Tiger Campbell, I think he goes. David Johnson gone. So this is just the reality, unfortunately. Like we learn to love these players and then just vanish. Good question. I got to look at that. They need to go for quality. I'm fine with just one Kiwi in the team. Yeah, I agree. I don't think just because it's a New Zealand team, I don't think you need to make it a full New Zealand roster. I personally feel like the import crop has been well. Yeah, I agree. So let me just have a look. Just seeing that question, because I think you're right, mate. I'm just going to double check. I have it written down. Yes, he did sign 2 more years. That's my error. So yes, he'll be back, which is good. I like Dylan Windler. I think he's a great player. Breakers will need at least a 30-point lead by 3/4 time to hold on to this one. Unfortunately, that's the reality. If they somehow win tonight, I'll be shocked. I'll be so shocked, but I don't see it happening. As a fan, purely of basketball, Zion Chittum's hands down the best import in the league this year. Yeah, I agree. It's not all points. He's the best player, role player alongside Bryce Cotton. He has literally changed his game to benefit the team, and it shows. They're the top team in the league. He's the most athletic player in the league. Really liking him. So we've got 12 minutes of the game starts. Let's get... So players like, the fact that Tasmania, they really need to trim the fat with these like locals who are fringe NBL 1 players like Jacob Richards, Archie Woodhill, Stoddart. Those like Stoddart played with Ballarat Miners. Like he's a good player, but like they need to like get some like locals. They're probably going to play a bit more. Yeah, that's a good shout. He's literally the definition of an all-round player who does a lot of stuff that you won't see in the stat sheet. He'd be a bargain. Josh King, certified Josh King player. Bring it on. Reacting to games live. I'm more than happy if you guys want to stay on. I'm more than happy to have this game on here and you guys have it on your screens. I just don't know if I can show it up on the screen and not get sued. So I'm not sure the rules with that. So, but I'm not a big enough streamer. I don't stream ever, so I'm not sure if anyone's going to actually notice. So, but I'm more than happy to keep the game on and just keep the stream up. But you just, I'll do that for like first quarter and see how it goes. Yeah, exactly. That's fine. But you just have to always keep the game up. Hopefully there's no lag or delay. But there was a question I didn't see. Beer of choice. This is I'm absolutely very pretentious with my beers. I drink mainly European beers because I'm a wanker. So this is a beer from Holland. It's called Hollander, I think, and it's like the VB of Holland. It's really good. I love Japanese beers, obviously European, German beers. Like the hoppier, the better. I'm not a big fan of IPAs and stuff. But I will literally drink anything. I'm a sicko for it. Look how good Doolittle was last year feeding off Cheatham has literally walked in. Yeah, exactly right. And like with the Doolittle stuff, there's a lot of people chatting after that Doolittle 30-point that like, and then combined with the Scott Roth comments that like, oh, I'd have Doolittle over someone like Bryce Cotton. I don't agree with that. I think Doolittle's he's too sporadic this season. He's quite up and down. So he's had a good season. He just needs to switch on mentally. I feel like he lets the game get to his head too much. Hey, mate, it's New Zealand. I mean, Tasmania, not New Zealand. Don't touch them. So let's get an image up. I want to see... Let's get this player. This is the player I want to see go off tonight for the New Zealand Breakers because I think he's got the talent. I had him in my top 5 when I was doing my import predictions for the season. I just feel like he's just not there. So it's obviously Isaiah Brockington. I think he's got the most jerkiest shot. It's disgusting, but he's a mid-range king. He should never shoot threes, though, because I'm pretty sure he is shooting. Let's have a look at his shooting. It's got to be sub 25%. I'm quite confident that it's that. So it's exactly 25%. So it's a 15 point per player, but I think he can bump it up to 19 points. It's just... He has these. I don't know if you guys notice it. You will notice it in the game. I'll point it out in the first quarter. That he's always. I feel like he's always up against. He always acts like he's up against something. So he'll get a layup on someone and then like real flex on him and stuff when there's no need to. Like he's always trying to prove something to someone. So I think he just needs to unlock that and get rid of that and just kind of focus on the game. If Doyle becomes an Aussie, yeah, well, they're both. It's well known. Both of them want to become locals. They will spend the rest of their days in Australia if they could, and then we'll see them in 30 years' time being the new Copeland and on the commentary team and stuff. So thoughts on Cope as a coach? I feel like something. Yeah, I feel like he really struggles and he looks frustrated in press conferences. Like he has the vision, but he's struggling to implement that vision on his players. So. Is that his fault? Is that the players not listening to him? Why aren't they listening to him? There's a multitude of factors that's of why. Yeah, it could be a million things. But I think he's a good enough coach. But yeah, who knows? It could be a million different reasons why. So a man that cares enough to Terry, exactly right. When they lost that and he tore it, that's just a man who's just like demands perfection. He wants to win. He's a winner. But at the same time, there's reports of him not going straight to the locker room and stuff after that, not shaking hands or seeing the fans and that. So it's like, you need to do that. You need to show that like you care, you want to win, but also at the same time, you need to understand that it is just a game and you need to like respect the fans who come out and watch and that. And then go in the locker room, take it out on your teammates. Then have a chat to them. But like, yeah. So we'll have a 5-minute break. Quickly, I'll quickly answer some questions, and then we'll come back and I'll do the first quarter on the game and see if that's working and see if you guys are enjoying it. There's no lag and stuff. And we'll do some live responses and that. He does. He literally is like 4 inches in the air when he's shooting free throws. That is the greatest call I've ever heard. Would bullets be a potential landing spot for Tatum, assuming he's done with the Hawks? Maybe. Might be a new challenge for him. But right now he looks completely checked out. He looks like a guy, and I said this like 3 months ago. In his press conferences, he gives me the vibe of someone who has a gun to his head saying like, say positive things about JaVale. Don't say anything negative because we're paying a lot of money for him and he puts bums in seats. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with him. Last one before I head off for a quick 5-minute break before we're back for the game. If you could put any point guard next to Bryce Cotton to make him even better, would it be PJC? Probably not PJC. I'd probably put someone like... it's just hard because Bryce has actually become like he's slowly morphing into a pure point guard, which is scary. Yeah, like a proper point guard. You need like a more of a defensive guard, but more of a scoring guard as well. That's a really hard question. I'm gonna look into that. Ben Hare, maybe. We'll look into that. Michael says he's done. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to be back in 5 minutes. If you're going to watch the game, I'm going to watch it here, but I'm not going to have it on screen just because I can't for legal reasons. But we'll do some live reacting to it and stuff. And if that goes well, we'll continue on after the quarter and stuff. So I will be right back. All right, we're back. Let's get the game up. Well, not the game. We'll get the live scores up before we start putting it on. Um, I did do a Mooney. I love Mooney. I wish he came back. Where is this game? All right, that game's up. Maybe we can change that layout, but whatever. We shall keep that up. If you're watching the game, cool. Yeah, I know. I agree. I wish. Yeah, he's a bit of a skits. But I don't know where he's playing at the moment. He hasn't even signed anywhere. Last year was in Puerto Rico, but outside of that. Yes, he's with Chiba Jets with Trevor Gleeson, and he's still killing it over there. Double machine. All right, get your final predictions in. Who we got? Let's go top scorer and how many? What team by? I'm going to go. I actually think David Johnson's going to score 18 points, and I hope he does because he needs to. And Tasmania by 7 points. Let's do it. Tasmania by 20. Oh my God. Wow. Imagine that. I'm just curious. No one's going to care. I just really want to see what this looks like. Let's see. Hold on. Just for experimental purposes. If I put the game up. Does that lag or anything? I'm not going to keep this up because I might get in trouble. But does that lag? Joe Healy. Right, I'm taking it down before I get killed. Yeah, I know, Eads. I know. I don't want to get smashed. Totally understandable. I can have the live scores up. That's all right. Is what it is. So obviously we've got Hamilton, Nick Marshall, Tiger Campbell, Agne, and then we've got Joe Healy's pretty hot. She ain't my type, mate, but you do you. Rod Baker, Isaiah Brockington, PJC, of course, Sam Menenga, Karim. I think he scored 1 point last game. He needs to step up big time. Yeah, I think I got New Zealand coming out hot in this first quarter. I reckon they win the first quarter, but Tasmania will just break them down. Wish we had Ty from the start of the season. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's done a lot yet, but it probably would have been better for chemistry if he started with the team. But Yeah, he was coming off LMB, JL Berg in France, which is where Will McDowell White plays currently. Then he had a bit of a break for obviously signing. So I'm assuming everyone has the game on their screens at their place, just so I don't want to react to stuff and everyone's just like, what's going on? Much better than Isaiah Liafa. Yeah, Isaiah Liafa is just he's frustrating to watch sometimes. Cannot shoot the three at all lately. The game is on. All right, let's go. Game is on. I'm watching it. I hope you're watching it too. Comment anything in there if you think, point some stuff out. Tiger Campbell's on PJC early. Yeah, he did, but I think he's blacklisted. Unfortunately, there was a bit of some inner turmoil in that team. But yeah, he's not afraid to share his opinions. There you go. Kareem Lopez, M1. Aggressive to the basket. I think it was Nick Marshall who got the foul, which is good. So he literally has scored more points than he has in the entire last game with one play. I was on Magnate, wow. Leapin Lopez. He is Leapin Lopez. Why isn't this score updating? Do I have to refresh the page? Let me just see. There we go. This is what I hate. And I'm not sure if you guys are watching the same stream. It says 5-0 on the score. On my Disney Plus right now, they have not scored. Until now. BJC just scored. So I'm not sure if that's the same for you, but that's what that does for me. If that's the case, I'll take down the score and just leave it here. But see, it's done it again. But we can just look at it in the future. So good. So, I hope you all saw that. I hope you saw that, Menenga. That's probably his 12th dunk this year. Raise the roof. Sam Menenga, raise the roof. Yeah, wow. I don't know what's happened to him this season, but he's really just when the NBL reposts it, I'll be posting that for 100%. Wow. Will Magnay was not happy with that one. Oh, thanks, Eads. Yeah. There you go. Eads helped us out. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, but whatever. Sam Menenga, man. I don't think he's an NBL level player. There are people who advocate for that. But I personally don't think he is. I just don't think his speed and size are match for the NBA. He could get a European. He could make millions in Japan if he wanted to. But he'd have to get a bag. He'd have to be getting. It'll be his 4th year in the league. So, and the way he's playing, he'd want at least $500,000 minimum. So if no team can want to pay that, see ya. He's off to Europe. Nenga could be going to the NBA. You reckon he's better than Aldridge? Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's all subjective. I personally don't think he's an NBA type player. But I think Aldridge has a bigger bag. But yeah, happy to be proven wrong on that one. See, now this website is saying the scores. Okay. Do I have to click into it constantly? Okay. Yeah, it's really frustrating. They went on a win streak and then they just lost 2 in a row to the worst teams in the league. And it's frustrating. Why do they need to go through this just to be we actually can play basketball? Sweet. Let's see if. Come on, post a highlight. I want to see the Menenga. He stared him down as well. Menenga's got some swag about him. I swear they win a couple and get confident and they don't try. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know why. PJC, straight to the basket. Rob Baker, 3. Not even close. Brockington, rebound. PJC, wide open 3 and missed. Kareem Lopez, oh no. Oh no. Absolutely. They better not lose this. This will be really bad for them. Come on, NBL, post a highlight. It's a good start for New Zealand. They've started to become a little distracted now, and hopefully they can actually. Baker again from 3. Finally! But he needs to do more than that. Can't just sit at the corner 3, be an import, and just hit 3s like that. Kareem's looking very lively, and he just wrestled that ball out from Nick Marshall. Wow. There's Isaiah Brockington over dribbling. Hey! Wow. Menenga is absolutely tearing up Magne. It's a good start. Good start for New Zealand. Very good start. Josh Bannon, man, the fact that he's just left Brisbane and he's putting up career high numbers for Tassie is unreal. Here we go. The NBL's finally put it up. We can watch this one. Wow. Magne's been a bit rough this start. He's a bit, he's copping it a little bit. Let's get this video up. Flop warning on Will Magno. What is Sam Menenga on, man? Oh my god. Just trying to post this video. Why is it doing this? Good start, but breakers. But watch, this will happen. This always happens. Yeah, for a guy his size, he shouldn't be hitting the floor that much. But yeah, doesn't have the biggest legs for a guy his size. But yeah, kind of puts a little bit of mayo on it. Video. My god, what is this doing? I have to download this. People listening, who is your favorite commentator currently? I'm always curious. Some people hate him, some people love him. Everyone's got their own. But yeah, I like Gazy just because he's real. He just like calls ahead of season. He's just like the crazy uncle who just says what he wants. Josh Bannon has one of the grossest free throws. Yikes. It's effective. I like Gaze. Yeah. I like the one-liners from Damon. People are so up and down with Damon Lowry. I don't mind him. Like, I get he says he does his job. He's paid to, like, say crazy stuff and, like, does his job, like, whatever. Menenga has been on fire. All right, let's get this up. This is good. They just need to retain this. If they break, it'd be really demoralising for the Breakers if they somehow choke this first quarter lead going to the second. Because, wow, why did he take that? That was a really bad shot. Lowry, okay, there's another Lowry. There's another Gaze. Joel Peterson. I get what you mean. Joel Peterson is a nice guy, but he sounds he's really smart. I could never do that. My brain doesn't churn it that quick enough to have enough brain activity to actually, like, say words out on public like that. So I commend him for that. But I do understand what you mean by that. Yeah, Felix is hit and miss. He's super vocal, constantly talks, but, like, he's funny, but, like, some people can find that very exhausting. I have no idea, man. Like, they all say top 10, but, like, you got to understand, like, teams and Lopez's camps want articles from ESPNs and stuff coming out saying, like, Lopez top 10. So he builds up his hype, builds up his projection, his stocks and stuff. So I have no idea. Like, he could go 12th. I have no clue. John Casey is the OG. He's the greatest stats man in the league. That's another bad shot by New Zealand, and watch the Tasmania surge coming. All right, who do we reckon playing the best so far? Sam Menenga's obviously playing the best, but he just took the worst 3 points shot. What is going on there? I'm just going to repost this. This is absolutely disgusting. Wow, Rob Lowe getting to the stands. Should Dash go another year? I think so. I think, like, if you don't know his agent is Daniel Moldovan, who pretty much owns all the real estate when it comes to 99% of the players in this league. Like, if you, like, seriously look up his list of the players he represents, you'd be shocked. But they want to put, like, agents, man. This is their job. They get players good gigs and stuff, and they earn commission off it. So, is it better for Dash to go another year in United? Yes. Is it better for the agent? Probably not. Wants that money, but that's not to say, like, all agents are selfish. But it's just, like, they are, the real estate agents of the basketball world. Rob Lowe. So I think he should go another. He's so young. He's just turned 18. I think I did a post like a month and a half ago joking how Dash Daniels was born after Superbad came out. Like, obviously, if you're old enough, everyone knows Superbad, Jonah Hill, and Michael Cera and stuff. Dash Daniels wasn't even born, which is just, like, makes me feel so freaking old. So he's still young. I reckon go another year. It can't hurt him. This is good by Breakers, continuing the lead, keeping it strong. Ty Webster's coming with 2 minutes to go. You got Isaiah Brockington, Tarangi, Rob Lowe, Carlin Davison. I love Carlin Davison. Wow. Um, I get Lee Montagna and sorry, I'm just watching this play. That's bad. And like Joel Peterson mixed up because I think they sound the same. I think he's average. Like I don't know. I don't know why he's commentating NBL. Like he could easily be like obsessed with the NBL while he was in the AFL, and this is his passion. But yeah, I just find it a bit weird. Like everyone has a commentators. Some commentators like drive me insane with some of the things they say. But like again, it's a job I couldn't do, so I shouldn't really be saying anything. But you know, this is just healthy criticism, and Lee Montagna. I honestly forget he's even commentating sometimes, and I feel like he's just there to fill a spot. There's no commentary style that he has that I think, oh yeah, that's Lee Montagna, like John Casey. Like we all know John Casey. Yeah, that's my take. But the league's lucky to have a lot of different styles of commentators. I wish Leonard Copeland had some more because I feel like when he's on commentating, he doesn't get a lot to say. But I find him funny. But I feel like he's got some like low key good information, but he's just like, you know, just sits back and relaxes. Or they should give him some airtime a little bit more. Ty Webster with a mid-range swish. That is his game. So New Zealand to come out 10 points. It's pretty good. Committee, yeah. Wow. Ty Webster playing ISO. Here we go. Kick out. Ruben Tarangi for the 3 on the buzzer. Colin Davison jumps 40 inches in the air because he has the best verticals in the league. This is a very good start by Breakers. I said they'll be neck and neck until midway through the 3rd, and then Tasmania will take over. But we'll see. So not a bad start to the quarter. Breakers lead 25-18. Let's look at the scores. Nick Marshall has 10 points already, which he's probably nearing his career high already. We'll check that in a second. Probably not the best if no disrespect, Nick Marshall is probably not the best if he's your top scorer. When you've got someone like Bryce Allen with 3 points, Will Magnate's on 0 points, Tyler Campbell's hit a 3. David Johnson's played 4 minutes and pretty much has registered no stats besides a steal. Carlin is not. I can't say where he's going. I'm friends with one of the owners of the team. He's going to, but he won't be going back to his old team. So he's going to be where you'll see where he ends up. But he's a freak. I love him. I think he's just untapped potential. Just needs to keep his head on straight. Sorry, dude. I think they lowballed him money-wise. So another team swooped in and said, yeah, we'll have a crack. So I think Chris Anstey owns the team. He's on. So I think, they just lowballed him a bit. So he wants a bit more money. But New Zealand guys earn a bit of coin. Like they can earn up to like 40 grand, 40 New Zealand. No, he's not. He'll stay. He's playing in New Zealand. So we've got Nathan Sobey's going back, so he'll be joining Tyrell Harrison and Sam Wardenberg. So they're playing for Indio Mayaguez. So this is the second year for Tyrell and Wardenberg. And so Nathan Sobey will. He played last year for a different team. So he pretty much replaces Milton Doyle. Yes, me too, Mark. I think it's really good. He's deserving. He's already in Australia. He's an import ready to go with some experience. It would be stupid on both parties not to do it. So let's go to New Zealand. Who's been performing? Menenga, 6 quick points. Lopez. PJC, only 2 points, but he's distributing. Doesn't matter. They're winning. He's got 3 assists. Rob Baker has 6 points, which is a really good start. So going well. His ban ends on February 2nd. Or January 2nd? No, Feb 2nd. So I'd wager he'd be going back to Puerto Rico because the money's too good. And I don't think they pay taxes there either, amongst many other things. So we shall see. But yeah, don't be surprised. In January and February, you'll start seeing a lot of players sign in the off season. They all go. The NBL 1 players, they go to Puerto Rico. They go to Parker Jackson Cartwright before he re-signed with New Zealand. He went to Lithuania, so he signed with Ritas Vilnius, which is the current team where someone like Jacob Wiley, he's currently playing there. So all these players, they go to Europe and stuff during the off season. So the league was trying really hard to get Jackson Ball as a next star, but he's not going down that. He's going down the college route, so he'll be in college next year. I was really baffled why they started him last night. He's only 17. You shouldn't be starting a DP like that if you're serious about winning, because he looked pretty rough out there. Where did Withers end up? So he's playing alongside Derek Walton Jr. for Hippios Leader. Not Hippios Leader. Hippios Leader is a Spanish team. Sorry, that's where James Bateman plays. Todd Withers plays with Derek Walton Jr. in Israel, in the Israel League. Yes, I think it's not Connecticut, Wisconsin. Yeah, he's playing for Wisconsin. So he committed there like 2 months ago. So he'll get paid more money than all of us have ever seen in our lives, probably. But yeah, Todd Withers, he's not getting much game time. He averages like 3 points a game in Israel. But Derek Walton Jr. is playing really well over there. I'm a sick over that stuff. I love seeing imports all over the world perform. They get together. Tarangi! But there's plenty of players. You got Joe Wieskamp from Phoenix last year. Remember, if anyone remembered him, he's like someone who started out really slow, but then kind of came to his own. He's playing in Germany at the moment, so for a team called Science City Jena. Doing well, having fun. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Luke Paul's another one. Really good. Wow. Don't know if you guys just saw that, but Colin Davison just jumped to the moon to get that rebound. Wow. Wow, PJC. No, not yet. There is a guy who I helped mid-year, I think, who's I do my like NBL page, my website, which I keep track. He does the same for New Zealand players, but I'm not sure if he keeps up to date. I've got to find it. But yeah, any player. My whole thing is if they're linked to the NBL, if they play in the NBL and go abroad, I will keep track of them until like after 3 years, and then if they're not relevant anymore, I'll kind of just sweep them off until just to keep everyone like kind of in tune with how they're going, because they might return one day. So any players that will just go. What's the guy's name? I can't remember. I got to find out. He's in my DM somewhere. But yeah, any player that goes overseas, in even New Zealand stuff, I'll keep track of them and update it and everything. So, Isaiah Brockington doing an interview. This is a good little start by New Zealand in the second quarter. They actually were repelling them. Who you like that? Nice. So yeah, do you think Mayan has a future in the NBL? When you say Mayan, do you mean Lat Mayan? Ben to Magne to Menenga. Magne wants revenge and doesn't get it. Yes, okay. So he does meet. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel he's rotting away at Perth. I feel like he should be getting some time somewhere else. He's a good wing defender, but yeah, I don't know. He's just a bench player right now, like 11th down the ranking. So we'll see. I did see. I don't know if you guys remember. I did see. Oh no! Ben Air just got tripped. Pull up. What are you doing? Wow. Jackson McCoy is back playing down in Australia. No, he hasn't signed anywhere yet. But so remember him? He obviously played for Cairns Taipans, and then he had that issue with the police TV stuff, which is unfortunate. But don't know any team would take a punt on him. PJC's cracking it. Oh boy. Here comes the Tasmania surge. Bryce Hamilton. Oh, don't shoot that, Lopez. Can I get this working, please? Here we go. Nick Marshall's on fire at the moment. Let's see what he's on. What's he on? Yeah, wow. He's killing it. Wow, and Magne just got a charge. Wow. How do we reckon the reffing's gone this season? I feel like it started off really well, and then ever since then, it's just gone downhill. Which is, death taxes and all that stuff. So, unfortunately, they're just losing control of games, dictating games. Yeah, really frustrating, unfortunately. That new American rep is really struggling to adapt to FIBA rules as well. Rob Baker, come on, man. Oh, see, this is the issue. He's just so slow getting back. Wow, Nick Marshall is having a beast night. Bad officiating. Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. Unfortunately, even last night, the game was just exhausting to watch. Like Tatum getting a tech for just raising his hands and like doing a sarcastic clap. Like, if your ego is that fragile, you shouldn't be an officiator. Like, that's the unfortunate thing is like the refs go off a rule book. The rule book's the same in every team, every league in the world under FIBA rules, but then unfortunately it has a bracket where it's just like pending on your emotions. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh, I'll apply the rules to this game, but pending my emotions, I might get a little pissed off. I get a little bit pissed off. You might say something. I don't take kindly to sarcasm, so I'm gonna give you a tech for no reason. So I think they need to not tell the rest to have thicker skin, but be like, you need to allow players, coaches to vent and frustrate and release their frustration. But when it gets to insults and stuff, or it gets beyond a certain limit, then warning, tech. I know, man. I know. He won't be in the season next year, unfortunately. Because I think he does have a bit of potential, but at the same time, he's just like, every time I see him do a good play, I'm like, yes, that's what we want. But then he does 2 stupid fouls, or he just doesn't get back quick enough. So he won't return next season. I promise you that. Have they given up on Britt? No, Britt's been on the bench. Like, I'm pretty sure I know he had a lower leg injury and then an ankle injury, but he's pretty injury prone. I'm not sure if he's going to play for Canterbury Rams this season in the New Zealand League. Probably will, because he's based there. But yeah, he's barely played, which is just another long list of locals they got who just can't meet the standard of the NBL. So he'd be getting paid pittance too. Wow, Menenga is on a tear. I can't believe yes, but like, let's be real. It's like the US national team that play tier 3 qualifiers. So like, yeah, it's not even the same team. It's a joke. America has the luxury of having about 4 different US teams, and they really don't care. They're only patriotic when it matters, unfortunately. Whereas, like, yeah, a lot of our players will play every single game, and most other countries, because you should be proud to represent your country. And here we go. The Tasmania have outscored the Breakers 14-8 in this quarter, so they're starting to surge a bit. Lopez, man, come on. Brockington. No, that mid-range was god-awful. Wow. Here comes the Hamilton ISO. No, he's giving it to Magnay. Magnay wants to take on Menenga. Magnay to Tiger Campbell, and PJC just stole it and he just flew. Wow. PJC steal, drive, pass to Lopez for two-handed dunk. That's what we love. Yeah, isn't that like the case for a lot of players who they just, when they play for the represent their team, they just become like, they just go Super Saiyan, and just like, oh, someone got a technical foul. I think Magnay just got a technical foul for a flop warning. So, wow. Correction, sorry, it wasn't Magnay. I'm trying to see who it is. Ruben Tarangi got a flop warning. Interesting. He's a big unit. He's a scary bloke, Ruben. He is a big unit. Nick Marshall inbounding the ball with 2 minutes to go. I'll come back the second half if you guys want to continue this. More than happy to. Magnay fouled. Wow. Magnay versus Menenga. That is a matchup I'm loving. Timeout. I really hope. Excuse me. I really hope, for competence' sake, they get up, or they just don't get destroyed. I don't want to see. I don't mind seeing him lose by like 4 points. because that's a hard thing to do. That is not a flop. Wow. That is not a flop. Wow. Come on. Not too big for PJC to score. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Leonard Copeland, again, just spitting facts. Yeah, Britt's all suited up. He's got his uniform on, so, and he's like another player alongside. Who is it? Is it Daniels? I forget his name. Sorry, Jack Andrews. He doesn't get any game time. He was just there to fill in. So, correct, not a flop. Like Bannon's what, 98 kilos, probably more. He's 6'9", 6'10". If he put his shoulder into me, I'd turn to dust. So, and they just turned it over. That was bad turnover. Sorry, my dog's just... Yeah. That's my dog, Roxy. Say hello, everyone. She's awesome. She's insane. A minute and a half. Yeah, I know. Marshall's on a tear. Yes, I know. I can't shave it, dude. My partner absolutely hates me clean shaven. I've had this mustache for like 7 years. It's not a good look. You do not want to see me with a clean shaven face. It's disgusting. Springer Spaniel, wow. Yeah, look how mopey she is. It's because she needs a toy. And she keeps dropping it. Marshall is 4 points off his career high. He has 18, and it's not even half time yet. He's going for a 20-point game, folks. He's following the Jack McVeigh route, leaves Adelaide, goes to Tassie, and increases his stocks tenfold. Look at this. Tassie now have the lead. Pettery is going to be screaming. PJC with the ball. 59 seconds to go. Isaiah Brockington is just... God. Yeah, Tassie is starting to surge now. You can see it. They're starting to take over. Yeah, he's up there. It'd be him and Menenga. But he's just playing really well. He's just so confident. And people forget Marshall was dominating for Wellington Saints in the New Zealand League. Won the championship with them. One of the best rebounders as well. Yeah. Wow. Scott Ross smiling. That's not good for the Breakers. 27 seconds to go. Tassie up. Let's get the scores up, sorry. Bryce Hamilton. Bryce Hamilton went to college with John Antonio. Yo, what are you doing? Yeah, it's very low score. I mean, this is expected, right? This is what Tassie do. This is what they do. Let's see if this score can happen. I reckon turnover and then Tasmania lead the quarter by 3 points. PJC getting doubled, kicking it out. Not quick enough to react. Rob Baker kick out to Brockington. Wow. They're just going to drain the clock. ISO Brockington, mid-range. That's unfortunate. Oh, PJC. Wow. There you go. Did not see that coming. Rob Baker and Menenga fighting for the offensive rebound, and the Breakers lead 37-36 at halftime. All right, I'm going to be back. I'll watch the second half again. Be back in 15 minutes. If you stay, cool. I'll see you in 15 minutes for the second half, and hopefully we get a bit more exciting game. All right. All right, we're back. Thank you for waiting. We are back. Second half started. This is the greatest thing about FIBA. This is the NBA. Probably have another hour until this third quarter starts. So the 10-minute halves are fantastic. So this is where I think Tasmania will start pushing and taking over. So what has shocked me, by three-quarter time, they're up by 10 points. So I hope I'm wrong, because I want to see New Zealand get a win here for Peter Koppanen's mental health, just because he just seems to be copping it lately. So put your predictions in. Who do you think is going to win this third quarter? And do you think Tassie's going to just go off? Nick Marshall's 15 points, 7 rebounds already. I just tweeted that his career high is 18 points and 9 rebounds. So well underway to his first career double-double. Yes, I'm now drinking eggnog to get rid of it because the fridge is full of it, unfortunately. Here we go. I'd like to see a better scoring third quarter because it's a bit of a lackluster game. Well, the old story. Let's hope that... Oh, Lopez. Wow, just like the first quarter, Lopez starts with an M1. So let's see how this goes. I hope the narrative changes. I'm sick of seeing these guys yeah, Bannon, wow. I hope, yeah, like you said, I hope it's not the same old story. It'd be kind of crap. But this will put New Zealand in a very good... Oh, Tiger Campbell. Magna's one of the only players in the league who wears an arm sleeve. Very interesting. Tassie will outscore by 20 this half. Whoa. Let's hope you're right, mate. Let's hope you're right. So far, so good. It's only been 30 seconds, though, so... Hamilton with the pull-up three. Bang. He's got the most interesting shooting form. It's very jerky. It's not even... Sorry, it's not jerky, because it's I'm a lefty, so it's hard. So it's a flow. But he goes, straight up, and then it's very two motions. It's effective. It's a very flat shot. Wow. What are they doing? This is where New Zealand just struggle because they just don't know what and then it comes to a stupid three. Wow. Look at Bannon push the floor. Marshall, where are you going? Took Menenga about 4 minutes to get back down the court. They're still at the lead, though. As long as they keep that lead. It's not. There is far worse. Very far worse. What do you think is the worst shooting action? Who has the most weirdest shooting action in the NBL? Josh Bannon's three-point shooting action is very jerky. Who the bloke who takes his guide hand away early as? You're thinking of Kyle Bowen for Melbourne United. He basically shoots one-handed. Oh, yeah. Everyone's saying it. Basically shoots one hand. The one-hander. Young mustache. Yeah. It's Kyle Bowen. 100% Kyle Bowen. Interesting shot. Whoa! Menenga tried to posterize then. Tassie got the lead. Is this where it starts? Sharing the ball. Is this good? Look for the better shot. Magne posting up Menenga. Too big, too strong. Wow. Look at Magnate copying my mustache and doing it better. PJC, wheeling and dealing. That was not the shot. That is a lucky shot, but that was not the right shot. Sean Marion. Yeah, Sean Marion had a pretty disgusting one. Michael Redd. Derek Fisher. There was another player, I can't remember. Leandro Barbosa. He had a pretty gross one. Oh, Lopez with a dunk. I mean, the block, sorry. I was good. Good by Lopez. That's good for his stocks. Shows NBA scouts that he can play D. He got spun around by Hamilton, and then that's a very good reaction by him. That is very good. That is athletic as you can get. Wow. I mean, it's been 3.5 minutes. The breakers are holding in. Ben Air's on. This is where it might change. This is the annoying part. See, Rob Baker, he has not left that corner 3. He just sits in the corner 3. I hate it. I'm old school. I love the 90s bigs. They play post up. They play to the Zebo, Zach Randolph style. Al Jefferson. So good. Who is commenting? Comment your favorite NBA player. Let's see how vague or obscure they can be. Hungry Jacks. Tiger ball game, 43 all. Yeah. Put the comments up. Pretty much. That's all he does. And you see him stride down the court like a horse because he's just so lanky. And then he just doesn't do anything. He's just like a Labrador running around, excited to be on the court. Like right then he had a mismatch with Ben Air and just didn't decide to do anything with it. And now it's just forced PJC just to take the worst shot possible. That was trouble. And Lopez just cleaned it up. Lopez is just cleaning everyone's mess up at the moment. Oh, David Johnson. Some of these players in their mid-range. Baker grew to yeah. I feel like he has the body shape and length to be a professional volleyball player. I feel like he'd be perfect for it. Can you imagine that frame coming to spike the ball? But see, he's just so that's Isaiah Brockington's fault, unfortunately. Rob Baker was wide open in the corner and he just completely got ignored. That should have been a guaranteed 3. And now he gets subbed off. So Pettery's fed up with it. It's hard. Like, it's easy to criticize him, but I do feel bad for him. But yeah, they just missed. That's on Breakers management. They just missed their mark on the imports this season and didn't do their scouts properly. Wow, Magnay wants Menenga again, and he's going again. Hey, Bannon. That was good D by Lopez. He's playing well. He really wants redemption after that last game with the 1 point. PJC dancing to Ty. Doesn't want to set a screen. No, he's going to take the mid-range and swish. Damn it. Ty hasn't been explosive since he's joined, but he'll come good. Ben Air, man. Ben Air. I feel like PJC is doing too much. He's trying to force too much now. This is where you can start feeling the surge happening. Ben Air, the 8-second man. Yeah, I know. Hamilton ISO and Colin Davison, 3, and bang. This is happening. This is it. The floodgates are opening now. This is where New Zealand starts shutting down. Wow. Magna's getting redemption on the Menenga dunk at the first quarter. Wow, that was really good by PJC. Absolutely stripped him. Just got to make this count. That's a foul? Oh my God. Wow. Kick it out. Kick it out. That was really bad by Hamilton. Get back up. What are you doing? I hate the players who just sit there and complain with it. Oh my God. PJC's really rushing it. That was a good 3 though, but he's really, really pushing it. And oh wow. Oh. This is getting really bad now. Not good. It's ironic because Hamilton should have got up and run back, but because he didn't, he got the wide open dunk. Or the layup, sorry. He got the M1 from it. So all right, we've got a first review of the game. What do we reckon? Foul on Ty Webster. Pettery, he's pissed off. Judd Flowers coming in just to simmer everything. Let's have a look. That's not a foul. Wow. That's a bad call. That's just the ref calling the foul on the angle and the yeah, I don't think that's a foul. I don't think they'll overturn it though. It doesn't look like the refs make the calls, but they're also the ones who have to overturn it. So I don't think they're going to do this one. It's just a knee-jerk reaction that he can't go back on. Like I understand the hand on the right there, but when the hand comes down on the left, it doesn't look like he hits him. Wow, he got it. A win. There should be a thing. They'll never implement this, and everyone in work has KPIs to meet. You get 3 strikes at any job and stuff. I think if a ref has in a season 5 or 6 successful challenges against calls they've made, they need to do a course or something, because it's it wouldn't have got to that. That was a bad call by that ref. And he should have known that. He was right there. The angle was fine, but for some reason he called it. Don't know why. And now the challenge proved that he was wrong. I reckon if that happens 6 times in a season, they have to go through a course or something, because it's just it's a hard job. You need people to do it. I'm never going to do it, but you can't just keep going on with oh well, just made a mistake, because it's just wastes everyone's time. So yeah. Like any other job, they do it. So it's not a thing to implement to make them lose their job. It's just to be like, hey, can you just give it a reasoning of what your thought process was by this? We've noticed, with this American ref, he's clearly struggling to adapt to the FIBA rules, and I reckon he's made at least 15 really bad calls. So someone needs to pull him aside and be like, hey, mate, here's the calls you've made. Can you explain what your process was here? How can we fix it and make you learn and grow and get better from it? It's not in a way just to be like, you're an absolute moron. Let's get rid of you. Learn and grow from it. But I feel like a lot of refs are a bit too, especially this. I don't know if this ref is here with the mustache. He looks like a bit of a wanker. That's just me. He just looks like he will not say he's wrong in any scenario. And the way he talks to players as well, he looks a bit smug. That could just be me though. Probably because I'm jealous of his mustache. But yeah. Yeah, maybe like an eye test or something, just to be like if a ref had like 10 challenges went against their call, that's pretty bad. Like, what are they doing? David Johnson, man, come on. Gotta get better. Carlin Davison, give us some more minutes. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, it's so hit and miss. It feels like their season. Oh wow! This is my frustration. I've been playing basketball for like 25 years, ever since I was a kid. Like only local and stuff, but like the rest is the same in terms of like I've been ref by people who now are in the NBL. But like they all fall under the same umbrellas. Like it's just a rule book. If the rule says this, it's not up for interpretation. It's not subjective. This is the rule. But I've dealt with so many different refs and had arguments with refs, but it's based on their personality. Like once their personality takes over and that supersedes the rule book, which should not be a thing. I think that has to be like fixed ASAP. Like if you are fragile, you have a fragile ego, you don't want players in your face, you should not be a ref. The rules are the same for everyone, and it shouldn't be subjective based on your personality because you don't like a certain player or you can't handle certain things. Because one coach could yell at a ref, and the ref would be like, "I've been doing this for 20 years. You're fine. You know the drill. I'm gonna give you a warning." The same coach a week later could do it to another ref, and he could get an instant tech. So what the only difference there is the ref and how they react to that. Oh my God, Besto. So yeah, that's just my take on it. Sean Bairstow's barely played the season and just gets a massive dunk before 3/4 time. So Sean Bairstow did not get it. Yeah, that's a perfect example. Like that should not have happened. I'm pretty sure it was the American ref that kicked him out as well. So it's just like, why does that happen? It's not consistent. Again, I keep going back to the rule book. This is just simple rules. Everyone know they train their whole life for this. It's not different. It's not subjective. If you get emotional as a ref, you should not be reffing. You affect the game too much. Not as bad as the delay of the game bullshit we had to put up with you. Yeah, well, yeah, good point. That's actually a good shout. Good reference. Not happy with all the screens being called. A foul now if the defender falls over. Yeah. Again, it's just reactive. They see the refs will see a player fall over and their brain automatically just triggers with the blow the whistle, and then they're like, oh shit, maybe in the heat of the moment I shouldn't have called that, but then they have to double down and be like, well, I got to call something here. And then it gets reviewed, and then it gets overturned. I'm just like, yeah, it's a hard job. Like, I can't do it, but like, it is what it is. 4-point game. This is a very low scoring game. Wow. This should be a half-time score. Breakers are doing better than I thought. But with a 4-point lead for Tasmania at home, you'd expect them just to break out here. My original tip was 7 points, so let's see. What is Carlin Davison doing? That was a bonehead play. This is what Pettery's annoyed about. So Pettery can do, any coach really, but Pettery can be like, cool game plan, but you cannot. I don't know why he did that. That's so stupid. That's a coach's like worst nightmare. What are you doing? I know coach can't challenge that like they said, but I don't know if that was, I gotta look back at that. Was he taking his 2 steps? Was he look like he was shooting? Because it kind of looked like he just got bumped off the ball. But there we go. That's just cost him 2 points. Ty, you got to hit this. Go Ty, go Ty, go Ty. This is all we want. We want a close game. This is 3-point game. Ty Webster's playing well. 7 points, 3 rebounds. David Johnson, a bit invisible at the moment. Whoa, as I said that, he hit a 3. He heard me. Wow. That counts. That basket should count. PJC going to fly past Benair. Bang. Oh, PJC. I feel like he's really pushing a bit too hard. He's forcing too much. Oh, go. That's... Oh, wow. Benair, man. Wow. Look down. Benair. Absolute bargain. Yeah, he'd be asking for a bit more in the next season. Good work, Ruben. 4-point game. Here we go, Tarangi. Oh, David Johnson. That's bad. He's had a calf injury that saw him miss out most of the season. This is the third rolled ankle in like a week. Oh, Dylan Windler. Will Hickey did his last night, but he came back on. Yeah, not good. Not good. He'll be right. It looks like he's good. He's a tough nut. He's all right. Drimic. He's coming off. At least he's walking off. I have no idea about cricket, man. I'm like 0% knowledge when it comes to cricket. Like, is that an upset? I would have no idea. My best friend designs all the Kookaburra cricket bats, and I still have no idea about cricket. Move. Go, Menenga. Baker 3. Oh, PJC. $14 hours of cricket? No thanks. That's hell on earth for me, mate. Marshall wants that record. Oh, Meninga, get it. This is it, now or never. Wow. 7:30 a.m. is rough. Someone move. This is the issue. Like, everyone's just standing around. And there's no PJC in this lineup, so this will be interesting who's gonna. That is a tough shot. That is tough. The fact that Brockington had to hit that one just to make a basket, that is tough. Yeah, bad shot. But he made it, so can't question him. It was a very bad shot, but points are points. 5 minutes to go. Very close game. Yeah, Breakers really need to win this game. They're just fighting for that 6. And they turned it over from bad Menenga pass. See, this is the issue. Pettery clearly drew up a play, gave some motivation to his players and stuff, but then that happens. But the coach is the one in that situation. And Tiger Campbell just got to travel. That's not. Scott Ross is really pissed off. But going back to that turnover, it's just like the coaches are going to be the one who cops it, because that might lead to a point and lead to the loss. The player is... No one's going to remember the player doing that turnover. The coaches are the ones... The results matter for the coaches. The players will go to another team and stuff. So this is where I feel like it get a bit tough for some coaches sometimes. Except Stu Lash. Stu Lash is deserved. Wow, PJC. Yeah, that's actually a really good shout. 6th place will have a losing record this year, which is incredibly depressing. Two-point game, folks. Let's see we go. Bryce Hamilton playing some ISO 3. Bang. Ooh, this is it. Breakers have a chance. I feel like every time they've had a chance, they just have not capitalised on this. So PJC is getting doubled. Oh. Dum, dum. So David Johnson's back, so clearly that right ankle is doing... Oh, he just took a big 3. That was not... Scott Ross going to be really pissed off with that one. Breakers, again, they keep having an opportunity to get the lead, but they just keep squandering this. Here we go, PHSC. That was not a good shot. Rob Baker, out of all people, gets the offensive rebound and the putback, and we got a tie game. I did not expect this. Breakers are doing better than I thought, but maybe is it more Tasmania underperforming? Probably like to see some more Menenga post moves. Magnay's going to get this. Yeah. Magnay is absolutely bullying Menenga right now. How many points is he on? Six. Lopez posting up. Marshall, for some reason, doesn't want to continue doing that. Tiger Campbell throws his weight around a lot for a little guy. He'd be strong, though. He looks thick as. He'd be stronger than he looks. Wow. PJC just banked a 3. Apparently they can. They heard you. They heard you, Juice. It's just the way of basketball, man. The basketball gods had other ideas. Hamilton, this is back and forth now. I like this. This feels like a little mini playoff game right now. That was goaltending. That was literally going in and he hit it out. Come on, that was goaltending. Yeah, that's goaltending. That was not above. That was not sitting on the rim. That was literally in. No, that was in. He's back. It is a close game. This whole fourth quarter has been better than the entire first three quarters. Oh, Hamilton just got absolutely hacked. Leave this conversation. What was Baker doing? He just hacked him. Bonehead play. What is Pettery? Pettery's challenging this. Bro, come on, Pettery. This is the issue. To me, Lopez went straight up and his arm goes down because he got smashed in the ribs. So it was more, it's a Baker foul. Baker shouldn't have gone on top of him. But again, I'm not sure if Baker even did anything. And he got it. He actually won it. That's 2 now. And that's the same ref who did it. But because the player went up and he fell, it had to be a foul. There's no other, to the ref in that situation, there is no other play or reasoning that Bryce Hamilton in that situation could have fallen over if it wasn't a foul. When I know we had the luxury of seeing slow motion replay, but so yeah, it's on Baker. So it's just, they see a player fall over and they're like, oh, it's a foul, but then they don't even go, oh, who's the foul on? And now it leads to a jump ball. So Pettery 2 now. Good on him. Nah, the Americans are just not in this game. See? Look at this. New Zealand are going to... Oh! Wow, that was a really good D by Nick Marshall. This is intense. Don't let him get 3! I think Breakers have been better this quarter, so it's a real shame that that's happened. But Bryce Hamilton, clutch. He is clutch. Should have seen that coming a mile away. Like the fact that he's ISO'd here, Lopez should not have gone out that far. He gave him way too much room. Way too much room. Look at this. Why is he just sagging off on him? That was bad. But he had to hit the shot, so... Bingo. This is where they have an opportunity to win the game, tie it. I hope they tie it. Don't go for a 3. But they'll somehow turn it over because I reckon it'll be a Rob Baker turnover. Let's see if Rob Baker's actually on. Hamilton, 20 points, baby. This is such a low-scoring game. We can only pray. Yeah, PJ. I feel like PJC can get the mid-range, but I feel like he might go for free throws here. Attack the basket. Don't go for the 3. Don't go for the 3. Don't go for the 3. That's what he needs to do. Attack the basket. That's all he needed to do. He is quick. Wow. Magne is just flying past and he just cooked him. That's it. The little big man society. Yes. Here we go. Bryce Hamilton. Don't force it. Don't force it. Rob Baker turned up. Actually turned up and played defense. That's where his long arms come in handy. He went straight up, took it to blow on the chest, and he has this freaking 35-inch reach. It did. Yeah. That should be New Zealand ball. Got the block. Back into his hand. Started spinning. Yeah. You can see his finger go like this. That should be New Zealand ball. Hold it. Use the entire clock. Take it to OT or go for the game winner. Do not allow any time for a game winner by Tassie. Milk the shit out of that clock. Here we go, folks. Cop, he needs this. I can't handle another NBL thumbnail of him looking depressed. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That ref stood there for 3 seconds trying to think of what to call. He was clearly not. So, and then he's saying like, "Oh, you ran straight on the line," but he would have called that. He looked like so unsure about himself. That's what I would be so frustrated if I was PJC. So yeah, Peter Hooley's saying it never went out. So can we get a replay? Like this is they better show us a replay. It'll drive me nuts. Why aren't we getting a replay? So, yeah, why is this being reviewed? It's under 2 minutes. And that was a foul. And the umpire himself stood there staring at PJC and watching Tasmania, and then Tasmania started cracking it, and then he's like, "Oh, I better call something here." He clearly was not sure. That's what bothers me. Just say, call a timeout, or say ref's timeout. Let's get together, talk about it. But now, if Tasmania win from a game winner here, if I was copping it, I'd be losing my marbles. Oh. What was Hamilton thinking? Why did he decide to take that? Why? Yeah, I agree. T-Web should have fouled. He was literally lying flat. OT. Free basketball. Here we go. Tassie by 7. Um, yeah. I mean, I had him by 7 for this game. I did not see this going to OT at all, so I commend Breakers for this. But this is their first OT in 2 seasons, I think. So this will be interesting to see how they adapt to this and how they can react. Here we go. Free basketball. This is what we want, folks. This is good. Good Boxing Day reward for us. A late Christmas present. Ben Air gets to start. This is an interesting lineup by Tassie. Brockington in the corner. Kick it out. What is happening? What is happening? This is so bad. This is what the cop can't do anything about that. That was the worst turnover I've ever seen. Yeah, good shout. Yes, I know. It's not good, folks. They made it up though, so good steal. That was good by hands by Baker. Yeah, nice. See what I start before the game? I said Rob Baker is the kind of player who does one good thing and then straight away follows up with one stupid thing, and that's what he's done. Got the great steal, got the fast break, but he clearly didn't know his teammate well enough because Isaiah Brockington clearly did not have the confidence to go for that alley-oop dunk. And here it goes. This is where the surge happens. BJC's working his ass off. Kick it. Oh. That's a foul. What the? Hey, the fact that he got that is wild. But at least he had the strength to go up. I feel like New Zealand's getting hard done by here a little bit. They're getting good steals here. Look at this. Just chill. They got to chill. Wow. Menenga v Magne has been so good all game. Don't be greedy, bro. But also, I am too. This would be awesome. This would be such a good win for Breakers. They need this so bad. I reckon he splits these free throws. I believe it's 4. As per Google. Magnate traveled when he got that rebound. He took so many steps. Hamilton is doing way too much. Bannon misses 2 free throws. Hamilton turnover. Pedri is blood pressure must be going through the roof right now. Kick it out. Oh. Give PJC as much money as he wants. Brockington, that was such. Hamilton is really like forcing a lot. This is rough. Go, Brockington. Go. I think David Johnson's starting to fall into that category of bust import, unfortunately. Just seems like he never adjusted well enough after that injury. PJC's time wasting. PJC. If if Tasmania loses, they now set a new record for most losses, franchise record, at home. So their worst was in NBL 23, where they lost they went 7-7 for the season. And right, if they lose this, that means they're 2-8. So first time they've ever lost 8 at home. So I think the defend the island stuff is kind of losing its bit of flair at the moment. So they need to come up with a new motto. Do we think Bryce Hamilton's going to take this? He's had some pretty shocking plays the last few times. Here we go. Bryce Hamilton is going to take a game-tying three-pointer, and we're going to go to OT2. Put your predictions in quickly. Or it would make sense if David Johnson hits a three because he's 1 for 6. Hopefully he throws it out of court. I reckon Isaiah Brogdon might foul him. They're going to Nick Marshall. Oh, David Johnson 3. Oh my God. I don't think everyone realized the game's over. That's it, folks. That was the game. I did not see that coming. I thought Tasmania would win by 7 points. That is a huge win. That is a huge win for Petteri Koponen and the Breakers. That is tough to fly down. They came from Brisbane, remember? They had 1 day of training. Then they flew down to Tasmania. That's a lot of flying. And to do it in their home. So now Tasmania are now 2-8 for the season at home. That's crazy for a team that won the championship 2 seasons ago. Yeah, it's not looking good. David Johnson is turning into a bit of a bust. Yeah, I think it was a pretty ugly game overall. It's just that the Breakers played the prettier version of the ugly basketball then. So good on them. Good for Petteri. Scott Roth will have... Tasmania's going to be there in the end. There's like 3 teams now fighting for the 6th, which is its own mini playoff. So, yeah, good on them. PJC deserves it. So, yeah, calm down, Baker. Clearly, Baker doesn't come from a history of winning basketball because he needed that win. Yeah. So it's 2 leagues now. It's everyone's fighting for that 6th spot. So look at Koponen. Look how happy he is. Good stuff. I've never seen him smile that much. PJC. Little big man society. All right, folks. I'm done. I want to cook some dinner, a late dinner. Thanks for joining me. I had a lot of fun. If you want to do this again, I'll happily do it for the next game. And enjoy your night. Enjoy your Boxing Day. Enjoy your weekend as well. And I shall see you for next game, I think. Yeah. All right. Peace.